Do you want to add more functionalities to your WordPress website but maintain the site speed? Then you've come to the right place. My name is Ferdy and in this tutorial I will talk about code snippets. Snippets of code that you can add to your website instead of using plugins that can make your website heavier. With code snippets you can add custom CSS, custom PHP, custom JavaScript and custom HTML to your website, and you can say goodbye to child themes. Why should you use code snippets? First of all, site speed. With code snippets, you're only adding text, only adding codes to your website, so you will maintain the speed of your website. 2. It keeps all the functionalities on your website organized. 3. Some plugins come with 10 features, but you only need one. So you need to install a plugin with 10 features, make your website heavier and only use one feature. With code snippets, you can only use that one feature. So also in this way, it will keep your website lighter and faster. And 4. When you're going to work in the source code of a theme or a plugin and there is an update, all those adjustments will be gone, but with code snippets, all those functionalities and adjustments will remain on your website. And besides that, using the Code Snippets Cloud, you can access all your code snippets on multiple websites. So when you install a brand new website, you install code snippets and you can just turn on all your favorite code snippets. That's how easy it is. You can also create your own code snippets using AI. Just fill in a prompt and a code snippet will be created for you. This is super powerful and I will show you in this tutorial how amazing this is. In this tutorial, I will show you quite a few code snippets. If you want to go to a particular one, you can go to the timestamps in the description of this video. And if you click on the timestamp, you go directly to that particular code snippet. When I go to fast for you, you can go to the settings here at YouTube, go to playback speed and slow down the speed of this tutorial. Then if you want to go back a few seconds in the video, just hit the left arrow on your keyboard and you'll go back 5 seconds in the video. So there's a free version of code snippets and there's a pro version. Well, in the majority of this tutorial, we're going to make use of the free version. And then at the end, we're going to make use and take a look at what is possible with the pro version. So in order to get code snippets, we go to ferdy.com/code snippets, hit enter, and you will be redirected to the pricing page. Well, we don't have to go to the pricing page yet. I'm going to show you what is possible with the free version. So I go to code snippets and it says try free. Click over here. And if you want to, you can fill in your email address and download code snippets, or you can go to your website, in my case, ferdydavid.com. Then I go to plugins, add new plugin. And then I search for code snippets with a space. And it is this one, Code Snippets by Code Snippets Pro, more than 1 million activations. I click on install now. And I activate the plugin. And when you do that, over here at the left, you see snippets. So I can click on all snippets. And there are a few. In order to start fresh, I want to remove all those bulk actions. Delete, apply. So how does it work? If I go to media and I want to upload a new image, I go to add new media file, select files, and I go to my desktop and I see 2 times the same image. Both are 148 kilobytes. I upload the first one over here, and you see it's a JPEG, 144 kilobytes. I want all the files that are uploaded to my website to be converted to WebP, because that will make your image lighter, it will compress it better without losing quality. So in order to do that, I could go to plugins, add a new plugin, and I say something like WebP, and I can use this, convert from media, optimize images, convert to WebP and AVIF, but then I'm installing a complete plugin, which will make your website a little bit more heavy. Instead, you can go to snippets, all snippets, add a new one, and I have a snippet for you. You can go to ferdy.com/best snippets, hit enter. And then over here, I have a snippet for you, just a text. So I copy the whole text. I don't have to install a whole plugin for this. Copy this. Now I go for a PHP snippet and I say, convert images to WebP. I paste it here. Scroll down, run the snippet everywhere. The description is turns JPEGs and PNGs to WebP format while compressing them. This is just for my own reference, so the description is for me. I can give it a tag, so I can say optimization with a Z or with an S. I don't know. Save the changes and activate. Snippet created and activated. So if I go to all snippets, I see a snippet, PHP snippet. that turns all my PNGs and JPEGs into WebP. So now if I go to media, add a new media file, select files. This time I go for number 2, 148 kilobytes. And I don't mean I go to the toilet, I go and upload number 2. And now it's WebP. It's 81 kilobytes. So over here, 144 JPEG, and over here, WebP. So now, thanks to this snippet, all the images I upload are converted to WebP and they're optimized. And I don't have to install a whole plugin for that. And in that way, you keep your website light and you have a nice overview with all the snippets. And you can turn them off and you can turn them on. That's how easy it is. And that's why I like Code Snippets so much. What else can you do with the free version of Code Snippets? Well, I'm about to show you right now. By the way, if you like this video, please like it and feel free to subscribe for more upcoming WordPress related tutorials. Now let me show you what else you can do with the free version of Code Snippets. What else can you do? Over here, it says, thank you for creating with WordPress. Maybe you want to change that. Well, I have a code snippet for that. If I scroll down a bit on this page, read more, change the admin footer text. I copy this text, Command C. I go to snippets. I create a new one. I say, change footer text dashboard. I paste the code as a PHP. Description, change the footer text in your dashboard. Tags, dashboard, comma. Save changes and activate. Now if I go to the dashboard, it says, thank you for visiting this website. So I can go to appearance. Also here, thank you for visiting this website. And if you want to change this text, you can go to snippets, change footer text dashboard. And then over here, I can change this. So if I make this nothing, I go to the dashboard, there's nothing. That's what I prefer. I don't need to see that. So that's what you can do with code snippets. Let me give you another example. If I have a post over here, I have a lot of posts, and I want to duplicate it. I can go to plugins, add new plugin, duplicate post, form an installation. So a lot of people want to do this, but wait, there's a snippet for that. If I go to my website again, look at this, just a text, which is so much lighter than a plugin. I copy this. We're still making use of the free version. So I go to snippet, add new, duplicate posts and pages. I paste the script as a PHP. I can give it a description, text, well, not necessary. Save changes and activate. So now I can go to the post or to the pages. Now as you see, I can duplicate all the pages and all the posts. And if you take a look over here at snippets, all snippets, you can add PHP snippets, HTML snippets. And if you go for the pro version, you can add styles, JavaScript, and make use of code vaults and bundles. I hope you like what you're seeing so far. Let me show you another code snippets that can make your life a little bit easier. And isn't that all what we want in life? That our life is easier. You know, sometimes I order a pizza. Why? It makes my life easier. I don't have to go to the pizza shop, get my pizza, go back. I just order it and it will be delivered by my door. And I think that's what we all want in life. That life is easier. And with the next code snippet, your life can become easier. Let's get right to it. Another snippet I really like, if I scroll down over here, I see I have 225 images and it's showing only 80. So I need to click on load more, scroll down, load more. Well, I prefer to show them all at once. So what I can do, I can change this to an infinity scroll using a code snippet. So I go to snippets, add new, and I say media library infinite scroll. Then I go to the code snippets page. I scroll down and only one line. Enable infinite scrolling on the WordPress media library. Copy this as a PHP code, So I paste it, description, infinite scroll, tags, media, library, save and activate. Now if I go to the media library and scroll down, look at this. I keep on scrolling until all the images are shown. That's what I really like. So you've tasted a bit of what code snippets can do, but the major question we need to ask ourselves is, who is going to be the next president of the United States? No, that's not a question for another YouTube channel. The question is, where can you find code snippets? Well, let me answer that question. There are multiple ways. Let me show you the best way and then other ways on how you can find code snippets that you can add to your website. In order to find code snippets, we go to the backend. I go to snippets, and then we see over here, cloud search. So I can click over here. I can search by keywords or by code vault. Well, let's do keywords. And now I can say WooCommerce. Hit enter. I scroll down. Delete WooCommerce images after deleting product. So that's very interesting. So I have a cap. If I go to products, let me see. WooCommerce products, all products. I have this Nike cap. So if I would remove this, the images will stay there. So what I will do, delete WooCommerce images after deleting product. I click on download. Now it goes directly to my code snippets. Delete WooCommerce images after deleting product. Everything is here, the description, the tags. I save the changes and I activate it. Now if I go to media, I see this image of a cap. This one is not related, so let me get rid of this one. This one is related. If I go to the products, you see this one is related. So if I bring this to the trash, and I go to the trash and I empty the trash, that image should also be gone now. So if I go to media, it is also gone. So that's what you can do here with snippets and the cloud search. So you can search anything. Users. Disable search in WordPress. Show prices only for logged in users. So let me download it. Save the changes. I go to the website. To any products, I see $197. But if I open this in an incognito window, so I'm not logged in right now, and I scroll down, I don't see the price anymore. So that's the power of code snippets. And as I said, you can do it from within the cloud. So snippets, all snippets, cloud search. But you need to use keywords over here in order to see code snippets. You can also go to the cloud website and find all the snippets there. So let me show you how you can sign up for free and start browsing through all the amazing code snippets at codesnippets.cloud. So in order to find more code snippets, what I've done, I have a few links over here. These are not my code snippets. You see over here, this one is from Mark Harris. I found this one at the Code Snippets Cloud. I can go to ferdy.com/code snippets, hit enter, and then I go to Cloud Login. We need to log in order to see those snippets. Well, you can log in for free. Let me show you how. You can create a new account, fill in your name, email address, create a password, and then register, and then you get access. So over here, I see the dashboard, and if I scroll down, I see trending snippets, remove unused JavaScript. It will make your website a bit lighter. So you see a few trending snippets. This one is the one we used. We used this one. And if I click over here, explore snippets, I can see more snippets over here by categories, general. And if I click on one, it looks like this. I can copy this by clicking here and then paste it in my website. Over here, I see it's a PHP script, so I can use it in the free version. And then I see comments, what people think about it. And then related snippets, allow SVG MIME type. So really simple, allow SVG images. Just use this script. It's a PHP script, and then you can upload SVGs. You can also search for things. So you can go to the dashboard over here, search. So I can take a look at the categories. WooCommerce. So I can also say WooCommerce. WooCommerce direct checkout. Customize these as apply coupon button in WooCommerce. Show new badges for recently added items in WooCommerce. So if I click on this one, since I'm a member using the free version, I just created an account. I can copy this. I can see over here that it is PHP. So now I can go to snippets. And what I've done, I've added a new product. So if I go to the shop, I select the latest one. I just created this product a few minutes ago. So now if I create a new snippet, WooCommerce, new product batch, and I paste the snippet, run the snippet, I can say WooCommerce, save changes and activate. Now, if I go to the shop and I refresh the page, it says new. And then you can see over here, I'm not totally into coding, but it will be displayed for 10 days. So after 10 days, it will be gone. You can also change it to 20. Just a simple snippet. And if you scroll down, you can see related snippets, remove the comment field on the checkout page. Well, I don't think that's there. Add to the cart, view the cart, go to the checkout. If you would see that over here, then you could apply that remove comment field on the checkout page. Maybe they mean notes. I'm not sure. But also things like this, you can change things over here using a snippet. Get rid of the email address, get rid of ship to different address. All doable with code snippets. WooCommerce buy now button. Other snippets in this code vault. Transforming coupon codes into discount codes. That maybe sounds better. So let's do this one. And what I prefer to do, if I create a new one, I paste a snippet, then I go back over here and I just copy everything it says over here. So I can search easier if I want to go back to this code snippet one day. So also over here, the description, copy, paste, and then I can say WooCommerce. Okay, so right now, let me see if I would go, coupon code. If I go back, coupon code. If I refresh this page, now it says discount code instead of coupon code. There are more places where you can find code snippets for your WordPress website. Do you want to know where? Then keep watching. By just going to Google and search for the best WordPress code snippets. 5 best word code snippet plugins. 10 useful code snippets for WordPress. Disable the admin toolbar. Show post thumbnails in RSS feed. Change to read more text for excerpts. Change the post excerpt length. Enable shortcodes. Adding a custom dashboard logo, so that's nice. You can copy this code. Change the PNG URL. And then it will appear over here. Allow SVG upload, disable XMR, remove jQuery migrate. Okay, well, if there's something you like, you can use that. Redirect new registered users to a specific page, limiting WordPress post revisions. So if I have a post and I change something, hey, save it. And I change something again. And again. If I go to the post now, I see 4 revisions. I can go back to the other ones. Well, it doesn't matter how many times I adjust it. So let me show you. So right now I have 11 revisions. So what I can do, limit WordPress revisions to 5. Because every time I save it again, all this text will be saved. Well, that adds up if you have a lot of long blog posts and every time you save them after you change the thing. So right now I have 11. If I grab this one, let me see, maybe there's a better way. Copy. Like that. I go to the website, to snippets, add new, limit revisions to 3. And I save it or I paste it and I change it to 3. Limit revisions. Save it. Now, if I go to the post, to this one, I only have 3 revisions. So when I save it, I still will have 3 because then the 4th revision will be removed and that way I keep my website lighter. So that way you can go to the best tools or you search for a specific thing. So redirect visitors that are not logged in to another page, WordPress. And then code snippet. Okay. Redirect user who is not logged in. The only way to do this would be to use code snippet. So I copy this. I go to snippets, add new, redirect visitor who is not logged in. Paste. Let me see. The redirection should be, let's go to ferdy.com/. That's it. Or to the login page. So when they go to your website, they have to log in. I will redirect them to another website to see if it's working. ferdy.com. Save. So I'm logged in. I go to the website and I see the website. But if I'm not logged in, so I go to the website in an incognito window and I will be redirected to ferdy.com. This can be super interesting. If your website is not live yet, you can turn this on and then redirect them to a landing page where they can leave their email address, for instance. So they can get an email from you when the website is live. And that's how you can be really specific in searching for code snippets through Google. So in order to make use of the JavaScript and CSS code snippets, we need to go for the pro version. In order to get the pro version of code snippets, we go to ferdy.com/code snippets. Hit enter. And then it says, we've got a pricing plan that's perfect for you. Wow. Wow. So cool. There are a few plans. Plus is $39 per year for one website and you have 10 AI prompts per month. So you can use AI when you get the pro version. Then there's advanced for 10 websites and 100 AI prompts per month. Professional, $149 per year for 100 websites and 1,000 AI prompts. And then there's unlimited for $299 per year for unlimited websites and unlimited AI prompts. Well, you can pay per year. You can also pay per month or pay for a lifetime. I don't know how long the lifetime deal will be here. So if you go for lifetime for one website, $137 one time in your life, and then you get 10 AI prompts per month for the rest of your life. Advanced for 10 websites and 100 AI prompts per month. I think this is the best plan. And you get also more discount over here, 40%. So a one-time payment of $237, and you can say goodbye to a lot of plugins and use Code Snippets Pro for 10 websites with 100 AI prompts per month. Then there's professional for 100 websites and 1,000 AI prompts. And then there's unlimited. So the best deal, the best plan is this one. But for me, I think for 10 websites, you know what? I have more than 10 websites. So I will go for this one. So I click on buy now. I fill in my details over here. My first name, last name. I need to confirm my email address. I don't have to fill in my phone number, but I do have to fill my billing details, of course. So credit card or PayPal. I will go with PayPal. I'm from the Netherlands, my postal code, my VAT number. And when you fill it in, the VAT will be subtracted from the total amount. So this is what I will pay, but I have an extra promotional code. So if you click over here and you go for 30, 10, and you click on apply, you get 10% extra discount. So I click here to continue to PayPal. Now I can go to downloads. Here's code snippets. I click on download. So this is the pro version. Here is my license key. Now I go to my website, which uses code snippets, and I want to go for code snippets pro. So I go to the backend, to plugins, add new, upload a plugin. This time I click on choose file, or I go to my downloads, choose a file, install now. Now I'm installing Code Snippets Pro. I activate the plugin. Then I need to fill in my license key, which I just copied. So let me see. If I don't see it, I scroll down, go to snippets, and there I need to paste my license key. Activate license. Great, now everything is unlocked. I can add functions, which I already could, content, but now I can also add styles, CSS styles, and JavaScripts. But I also see that now everything is active over here. If I click over here, it says a connection to Code Snippets Cloud is required to use this functionality. So over here it says Cloud Sync is disconnected. So I can connect by clicking here. Now I need to authorize Code Snippets on game consoles, so it can make a connection with the Code Snippets Cloud. That's it. Now it works, and look at this. Now there is Code Vault, Cloud Search, and bundles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to add some JavaScript code snippets to our WordPress website. Are you ready? I think you are. Let's go. So I want to take a look at JavaScript code snippets. Right now we don't have any. I can go to Cloud Search and search by keywords. So I can search for JavaScript. And there you see removed unused JavaScript. Remove unused JavaScript and improve your page insight score. So if I go to the website, okay, what I can do, I can go to the backend. I can go to plugins, add a new plugin, and I search for Query Monitor. Query Monitor. Install now. Activate. Look at this. Now if I go to the homepage, it says 0.39 seconds, 37 megabytes. I wonder if that's true. But okay, let's go for 0.39 seconds. Now, if I go to the snippet over here, remove unused JavaScript, I click on download. Okay, everything's already filled in. So I click on save changes and activate. So now if I go to snippets, here at JavaScript, I have this one. And if I go to all snippets, you see a nice overview with all the PHP ones and here the JavaScript ones. So that's a nice overview. And if I want to turn something off, I just turn it off by clicking here. So really nice. I like this overview. Now if I go to the website, look at this. It says 0.31 seconds. So it's a bit faster. Why? Because here it's 39. Here it's 31. Because of the JavaScripts we removed. So I go to the backend, to snippets. I turn this one off. I go to the website. And now it says 42. So it pays to use this JavaScript. Snippets. Turn it on. Go to the website. And there it is, 31 seconds again. Let's talk about another JavaScript. I scroll down. I go to snippets. So I can do two things. I can go to code snippets.cloud. Search over here. Remove unused JavaScript. Or I can go over here to Cloud Search. And then I search for WooCommerce direct checkout. Hit enter. Or I go to the cloud and I search over there. WooCommerce direct checkout. Then I scroll down. WooCommerce direct checkout. I click on this one. So there it is. I can copy this code. So before I do that, I go to the website. I go to PlayStation cases. Click over here. Click on add to cart. Nothing happens. I can view the cart. And then over here, I can go to the checkout. But I want to go to the checkout directly if I click on a product. So I go to the backend. I go to snippets, add new, add to cart to checkout. From add to cart to checkout. It is a JavaScript. I paste it here. Load JavaScript in the head section. Yes, I can give it a description. I can say WooCommerce. Save the changes and activate. So now, if I go to the website and I go to cases and I go to this one, I go for the green one, I can say add to cart and directly I go to the checkout. It can be nice if you only offer one service. You don't want people to go to the cart and all that stuff. People can pay something once, for instance, an ebook, and directly they should go to the checkout and fill in their details over here, and then they can pay. So that is a nice code snippet. And again, if we go to all the snippets, we see them over here in our overview, and I can turn them on and I can turn them off. What else? Well, if I go to the website right now, nothing happens, no pop-ups. If I would go to my email marketing tool and I go to all my forms, so let me go for this one, build with Git. I want to get rid of that, but that's something for another tutorial. I want to publish this. So I click on publish. And there is a JavaScript. I can copy this JavaScript. Now I go to my website, to the backend, to snippets, add new. It's a JavaScript snippet. I call this one free ebook homepage pop-up. I paste the script. Call this one email marketing. Save changes and activate. Now if I go to the website, the pop-up appears and then people can leave their name and email. Of course, I should have more information about it, but it's working. That's how you can use a JavaScript from an email marketing tool. And last but not least, let me show you how you can add custom CSS snippets to your WordPress website. Let's create a CSS snippet. So I scroll down, I see the scroll bar over here, which is from Google Chrome on the Mac. And I want to have a custom scroll bar CSS code. WP3 schools. Okay, it looks like this. You see the difference? So how can you get it? I copy this. I go to the website, I go to the backend, I hover over snippets and I go for add new. And then I say custom CSS scroll bar, or I don't have to say CSS. It's my website. I can decide whatever I want to do. I go to styles, I paste it. I can make this wider. I can change the color over here. I want to run this on the front side, not on the administration side. Save the changes. And now if I go to the website, I have this bar over here. You see? So you can change the colors. So I can go back to snippets, scroll down, go for the purple one, edit it. And I can make it smaller again, 10 pixels. Background is okay. The handle. So I can play around, choose some really ugly colors. Sounds like, looks like Christmas maybe. So that is what you can do with CSS. Just search for a certain snippet. You want to achieve something. So you search for something, then say CSS snippet. You go to a website, you copy the stuff, you implement it in your website using Code Snippets Pro, in this case, because we use CSS, and there you have it. And now you have a different scroll area. Did you know that you can create your own snippets using AI? Let me show you how that works. Let's create our first code snippet using AI. In order to do that, I go to the backend, to snippets, add new. This time I want to click on generate. It's in beta. So let's see how it works. I click on generate. What would you like to do? I would like to hide the plugins from the backend of my WordPress website. I click on generate. So what I want the plugins area to hide. Why? Maybe this is a website for a client and you don't want him or her to see all the plugins. So I click on generate. Okay, hide WordPress plugins from backend. It has a description. It has no tag, so I can say backend. So right now I see plugins above snippets. If I click on save changes and activate, and I refresh the page, and what you see now, plugins is gone. So I've created a code snippet using AI. Let me show you another one. I click on add new. I say nothing. I click on generate and I say redirect visitors who are not logged in to go to this page. Generate. Okay. Redirect non-logged in visitors. Okay, save the changes. So I'm logged in. So if I go to the website, I see this. But if you're not logged in and you go to the website, wow. Oh man. Oh, this is what I love. So I can work on my website. I can have a landing page over here saying, hey, the website is not live, but if you want, or I can say it over here. This is what I love. Look how easy that was. I want to use it on every single website I create that's not live yet. So people can go to, let me do it again, to this page. There I can have a message like leave your name and email address. You get something for free and you'll be the first to know when the website is live. Just a simple AI prompt created that for me. If I go back to the snippets and I turn it off and I go to the website, I go to the website again. So that is how it works. Let me show you a bit more about what you can do with your cloud account, your codesnippets.cloud account. Let me go to codesnippets.cloud and see what is possible over there. Of course, I need to log in. So the first thing, of course, we have our dashboard with some statistics. So I've connected one site, that is this one, Game Consoles. I have no snippet bundles yet. I have no themes. I have no unverified snippets. I have no private snippets. I have no public snippets. So let's talk a bit about that later. Here I can, of course, find all the snippets I want to use in my website. So we can search for snippets by categories and show a certain amount of results. Here you also see a lot of snippets. You can go through all of them. So there are more than 1,000 snippets. Let me go back. I can set up a code vault. And what is it? It is your own space with all the code snippets you want to use on multiple websites. So I call this one 30 snippets. I click on save. And now I've created my own code vault. I can place more information over here, my personal website. Why not? 30.com. Save. I can update my password. I can add two-factor authentication, something like that. I can delete my account. So since I've created a code vault, I can click over here. I have 0 snippets in my code vault, but I can create one and add it to my code vault. So over here, I can click on create snippet. So I can copy one by clicking here and copy everything manually, but I can also go to all the snippets. And over here it says sync to code vault. So let's do this one, WooCommerce new product batch. I click on sync to code vault and now it's synced. Now let's go to this one, do it manually. So I will show you both ways. So let's go to the media library, infinite scroll, copy it, paste it, snippet category, WordPress admin, copy this, the description, make your media library load infinitely. Just copy and paste the code. I could have a YouTube tutorial to show how it works. I could have a link to the source. I want to choose the PHP code. Okay. And now I want to copy the code. Don't use the PHP stuff, only the everything that comes after that. So save the snippet. So media library, infinite scroll. Awesome. So I've uploaded my own code snippet now to the library. If I go to the dashboard, you see I have one public snippet. It's not verified yet. But if I go to my code vault, I have a snippet in it. So now I can fill my code vault with a lot of snippets. And then if I go to another website and I install Code Snippets Pro, I can go to the code vault. And all the code snippets I have in my code vault over here are in an overview over here. So I can just click on download and they will be included. So this is so cool if you have multiple websites, you make websites for clients. You can just use your code vault and then automatically when you connect your account at Code Snippets Pro, you can import all those code snippets in a matter of a few clicks. I go to ferdydavid.com. Over here I use the free version of code snippets. So I go to snippets, go pro, or I go to plugins, add new plugin. I click on upload. I go for my download. So let me see. My latest downloads. There you go. Install now. I activate the plugin. Now I go to snippets and I paste my key, activate the license. Look at this. I click on connect, authorize, and now I go to the code vault and there I have the same one. So right now I go to my images. Let me see, media. Okay, I don't have enough images to have infinite scroll, but if I want to have infinite scroll over here, I just go to snippets, code vault, and I just download it, save and activate it. There I go. Now if I go to media and I have a lot of images, I can scroll down and there's an infinite scroll. And if I go to the snippets, there it is. That is how easy it is when you have Code Snippets Pro and you use a code vault. So what else can you do? You can have private snippets, snippets you only want to use for yourself. So if there's an overview with a lot of snippets and some are private, so you see them, but they're only for people's personal use. Then there's pending verification. So I have one snippet that needs to be accepted by the people that moderate this. Here are my connected sites. So right now I have only one, but I can add multiple if I want to. And they're all synced. Then there are bundles. I can create a bundle name, all Ferdy's snippets. All the snippets I use on websites of clients. Create. View. I can make it public. So I can also, I can have my code vault for myself, but I also could have a public area with all the snippets I use, and then other people can use those. So and that's how you can become popular in the Code Snippets community. Okay, there are themes that is new. So I can have other people with an account invited and they get access to the things I have over here. You can get more information on how to work with code snippets. Did you know that there is a community, a Code Snippets community, where you can share code snippets, where you can become popular, where you can be heard, where you can be loved, where you can connect with other people that are like-minded, that are also using code snippets? Let me talk a little bit about that. You can be part of the community by clicking here. You can join Discord or join the Facebook group or both. And there you can learn from others. People ask questions, people get answers, and so you can learn more about code snippets and be part of this amazing community. I'm almost there, and we can explore them. So just see a lot of code snippets, and over here there are categories. So for instance, WordPress admin, you can say show all the snippets in the WordPress admin. You can show them like this or as a list. Let me see. Turn it off. And then you can see them as a list. And the more people like it, the more you know, okay, this is helpful. So change the admin footer text. We use it already. And of course, through the years, this is going to grow. And the great thing is it will keep your website fast. And you can add a lot of beautiful functionalities. And other people keep on uploading new snippets over here in the Code Snippets Cloud. And you can benefit from that. So that's what you can do in the Code Snippets Cloud. So what else can you do with the plugin called Code Snippets? Well, let me show you right now. There are two more things I want to mention. The first one, if you use Elementor or the Gutenberg editor, WordPress editor. With Elementor, you can open your page with Elementor. You can share code snippets really easily and beautifully. So I search over here in the widgets for code, and it will show you code snippets source. So I just drag it over here. This is from code snippets. Now I can select any snippet I have in my code snippets library. So let me go to this one, the one I've created using AI. It looks like this. If I click on publish and I check it, people can grab this code like this, or even better, they can copy it. They see it's PHP. This is because of the ugly snippet I use. So just to display how cool code snippet is, I go to snippets, all snippets. I search for scroll, media library, infinite scroll. No, the custom bar scroll. I turn it off. Now if I go to the website, it's not red anymore like that. And it's not even visible when I'm doing nothing. So this is what I really like about code snippets. Just turning things on, turning things off. And if people want to copy this, copy. So what else can you do? Well, there are more styles. So over here, the theme is default. I can make it koi. You probably will not see any difference over here. But if you publish it and you refresh the page, then you'll see the results. Wow. Well, if you like funky, go with funky. Refresh. You can show it like this. I like the dark one. Refresh. No, not this dark one. How about this one? Publish. No, there was a really nice, I think Twilight. Yes. So copy. Now I can copy it. So I can share my code snippets over here. So what else? I can highlight a few lines. So I can say highlighted line 4 till 8. You see this over here. I can do a word wrap. And I can change the height and change the font size. Or I prefer to keep it like this. So on top I could have a heading, redirect non-users to external page. So that way I can share my code snippets better like that. And with Gutenberg, I go to a new page, the WordPress editor, publish, and also over here /code snippets, and then there's the snippet source code, and I can do the same. So where is it? Redirect non-logged in users. Then I click on it, and I can change the style also to Twilight. Here you see it immediately. I can highlight things over here. I can show the numbers. So that's what you can do using the WordPress editor. And then it looks like this. So really nice that you can do that within code snippets. Well, to be honest, I think the availability of code snippets, maybe they are there, but what I'm missing is an overview with all the best code snippets for PHP, JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. So if you go to ferdy.com/best snippets, I will do my best to increase this list with code snippets. So you can find the best code snippets for the most cases that are necessary. Of course, there's not a lot right now, but I will do my best to add those. So when you go to ferdy.com/best snippets, you'll see more code snippets. Okay, so that's it about code snippets. So there you have it. This is what you can do with code snippets. You can add features, functionalities to your website without installing plugins, and in that way maintain the speed of your website. It's all very organized. You can use the free version, you can use the pro version, you can create things with AI, you can be part of the community, you can upvote other snippets that you like, you can save snippets to your cloud and then install another website, install code snippets, and then use those same snippets on another website, save yourself a lot of time. I think this is amazing. So I want to thank the makers of this cool plugin, and I hope you benefit from this amazing plugin. Let me know what you think about this plugin. If you have a question, leave a comment and feel free to like the video and subscribe for more upcoming WordPress related tutorials. Have a great day and see you next time. Ciao!